Hey, it's Marko here from Fair Realty. Today's a good day. Croatia beat England yesterday to reach the World Cup final. Quite the accomplishment for a country of only 4 million people. Today I'm going to talk about offers that are subject to the sale of a home. So these are making a comeback. There was 2 years there, 2016, 17. You didn't really see subject to the sale of home offers because everything was selling in a day, sometimes with no conditions whatsoever. So basically, subject to the sale of your home, you have 3 different options. Well, actually 4. The 4th option is you're ridiculously rich and you can just go out, buy a second home or whatever you want to move into, and then later down the road sell your home. But most people are not in that position. So if you're not cash rich and you can't carry both properties at once, you have 3 different options. Option number 1 would be to buy the subsequent property you want to live in with a very, very long completion, like 4 or 5 months. Go unconditional on that contract and then put your house up on the market. Not sure I would recommend this because it's extremely, extremely stressful. You've committed to buying the other house. If your house doesn't sell, you're breaching a contract on the purchase, which is very, very serious. And the reason it ends up being so stressful is you think you have 4 months, you put your house up in the market, maybe it takes 3-4 weeks to get an offer. All of a sudden that offer collapses. Now you have 2 months to sell your house. You have to line up the dates, or the property you're selling has to complete before the one you're buying. I don't know, it's a good way to die from stress, taking that approach. But I've seen people do it in the past. They're just super confident that their place is going to sell. And that type of approach works better in strong markets versus markets that are slowing down, because you're committing to buying something today, but you don't know where the market's going to be at during the sale of your place. Option number 2 is to make offers subject to the sale of your home. So basically, you say, okay, give us 2 months to sell our home. There is a time clause that's either 24 or 48 hours. So the seller can bump you if they receive another offer on their property. It's probably the least stress, but it's also the least chances of success. You have to line up all the dates. A lot of sellers just don't want to entertain subject to the sale offers. There is some logical reasons why some sellers don't want to entertain subject to the sale offers. One of them is being, if they get another offer, that second buyer on their home has to go unconditional before they can issue you the time clause. And the problem with that is a lot of the buyers coming in that are second become a little hesitant because they have to do the inspection, they have to arrange their financing, they have to put everything in place. And then you as the first buyer get 24 or 48 hours notice to decide whether you want to follow through or not. So the second buyer is thinking, wow, did I really want to go through all this work in a slow market, and then I don't even know whether I'm getting the house or not for a couple of days. So sellers who are properly educated by their listing agent are going to be hesitant to take subject to offers. And finally, most people are not going to flex as much as they would normally on the price. I mean, I know if I was to get a subject to sale on my house, I'd say probably, yeah, sure, but I'm not going to move much on the price. Versus if someone comes in with a very clean offer, then you're thinking, wow, if I sign this, there's a good chance this is going through, my house is sold. You're going to be more motivated to take a lower price. Your third option is to sell your house with a long completion, like 3, 4, 5 months, and then go out shopping. I really like this approach in slower markets. As the markets slow down, inventory builds up, homes aren't flying off the shelf, you have a reasonable chance of finding a home if you've sold yours on a long completion. The downsides of that is if you can't find something, you got to go to a plan B, which is renting. My thoughts are, if you have to go to plan B of renting, on average, you're probably going to be able to get a substantially lower price on your eventual purchase than even having to do 2 moves into a rental and rent. You're still probably going to be offset by the fact that you're going to be in a much stronger negotiating position where your house shopping. And personally, I'd always go with option 3. As I said, option 1, extremely risky, extremely stressful. Option 2, just tough to make all the scenarios work. It's also really tough to get an attractive price when you're making an offer subject to the sale of your home. So I'm a huge fan of option 3. Sell my house, long completion, go out and make nice clean offers, get a good deal. But most people honestly don't do that. Over the years, most of my clients have gone with option 2, and it's been mixed bag of success. You know, some people have managed to make it work, some people haven't. So that's my 2 cents for this week. Marko, Juras from Fair.